when you were starting out, but do you think it's changed? It's opened up?
It did open up for a while. Now it's radically diminishing. I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, there's a lot of bands around. Most of the bands that are around have been around for a year, 2 years, 3 years, if not more. And I don't see many new bands coming along. The club scene has tightened up. And then I'm not too sure why, but it just doesn't seem that there's many venues.
Yeah, there's only really 3 smaller venues, and then the rest you have to sort of be sweating bullets whether you're going to sell enough to even get a crowd that looks like it's big.
Yeah, the only places that are doing local acts that are on a smaller level are Station 10 and Fafun every once in a while. The Step is closed. Rising Sun doesn't seem to be too open to it anymore.
Right. So when are you going to hit the road?
End of May.
Where to?
Ontario to start with.
Right.
We put out the album at one of those dead spots of the year for alternative music. The colleges are closing, summer's coming up, everybody sort of disperses and assembles again somewhere else. So we really can't afford, tours out west and out east are really supported by college gigs. They're the only gigs you can really count on, so we're just trying to stay within a small area and cover our asses as far as expenses go.
So does this mean Southern Ontario?
This means Southern Ontario. Try to get into the eastern states, northeastern states, see what it's like.
You have a really good reputation in Montreal for being a wild band live. I don't know if that means your antics are wild or whether it means the music is wild.
Well, I'd hope to think it's the music. I don't know where you got that idea.
Do you have any ideas, Pierre?
We're definitely not a wild band to look at. But, we get people up there stomping because the music gets pretty hectic sometimes.
How did you manage to get that same spirit in the studio situation when you did Wigwam Beach?
Oh, I don't know. For me, it was the first time in the studio. So technically how they did it, I guess they just recorded us pretty live. I don't know, I wasn't in a booth, a closed-in booth. I was like in a room, so I guess technically that gives it drum-wise, it's a liver sound.
But what about just the spirit, the interaction between you guys when you were in the studio? Did it have the same connection that it has when you're performing before a crowd?
Not really, because you're doing basic tracks and then overdubs. But we had a good time. There's a few beers lying around,
Yeah, we didn't get it right the first time either. I mean, we ended up recording most of it twice because we just didn't like the sounds we were getting, and it was really in the mixing that it all came out as it usually does.
I'm going to take another cut from the EP, but this is one that's not credited to Mac McKenzie, who writes everything else that's on the LP is written by Mac. Is this a piece is this a cover of an old C&W song, or is this something?
No,
else?
This is a song that was written by Keith Rawlings, who Pierre and I used to play with in Ulterior Motive about 5 years back.
Okay, and it is called Devil Likes Me.
Well, the devil likes me, even though you can't see him. He is here to help me kill your boyfriend, though it's plain to see that you don't even know me. I will never let you find another one. Oh, it's plain to see that you don't even know me. I will never let you find another one. You may find me knocking at your door, out, out, till even you can't take it anymore, out. Baby, I understand. Though it's plain to see that you don't even know me, I will never let you find another one. Well, the devil likes me, even though you can't see him. He is here to help me kill your boyfriend. He is here to help me kill your boyfriend. Kill your boyfriend. He is here to help me kill your boyfriend. He is here to help me kill your boyfriend. He is here to help me kill your boyfriend.
3 o'clock train, The Devil Likes Me. That's a cut by Keith Rawlings. Did Mac do the music for that?
No, Keith wrote it all.
Keith wrote it all. It's a great
At
cut.
work.
Where does he work?
Some insurance
Oh,
broker or
right,
something
of
like
course.
that, yeah.
He didn't do it at work, did he really?
No, he was working at a customs broker, actually, then.
Let me tell the rest of Canada who the band is. Pierre Perron is with me. He's the drummer. Dave Hill's voice you just heard. He's the bassist. Mac McKenzie, vocalist, guitarist, and songwriter. And Stuart McKenzie, guitars and backing vocals. You were a trio for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, Stuart just joined last September. We had another guitarist before that for about 5 or 6 months, and he didn't really work out. He one of those ego problems, and when push came to shove, he got the shove.
No room for ego in rock and roll.
Well, it's hard, you know. You're 4 people, and you all have goals and ambitions, and you really have to make them secondary to the goal of the band.
So what is the goal of 3 o'clock train? Where do you want to go?
Well, one day we'd like to make a livelihood out of this. We all, some of us work full or part-time, some of us are on welfare or unemployment, and we'd just rather be doing this for a living than what we're doing.
You do it very well. I mean,
thank you.
That's a great cut, the last one. That sounds like a very Alex Chilton influenced cut as well.
I don't think Keith even knew about Alex Chilton when he wrote this song. We all admire and listen to a lot of Alex Chilton. I don't think it comes out directly in the music.
What are some of the rock influences on your side of the fence?
Well, we all listen to very diverse types of music. It's hard to say. I mean, what we listen to and what we're influenced by are like 2 different things. I don't know. Obviously, the Stones, big influence. A lot of traditional country. Basically anything that's got a backbeat moves. Yeah,
but you're onto something that a lot of, say, alternative stations would perhaps call revivalist. I mean, you're onto something which is big right now in a certain kind of in certain sections of the listening public, and those bands like REM or like Green on Red are bands that do similar things to you, but you're not listening to them. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I've heard those bands. I like REM. I've never really heard that much of Green on Red or the Long Riders to pass judgment on them. From what I understand, it's the same approach. You get back to the old dilemma of whether you can do anything new in rock and roll anyway. It's a very decadent, antiquated form almost, and you're just basically playing the same 4 or 5 chords and putting some sort of lyric on top of it. I'm not too worried about that. It's a tried and true formula, and it's what we enjoy, and I think still a lot of people enjoy.
I've got to ask you. I'm not going to ask you where the name 3 o'clock train came from, but I would like to know how you came up with Wigwam Beach.
one of our first shows in 1984 was the first annual Country and Western Jamboree out in Kanawaki, which is an Indian reserve. And they asked us down, and we went down to play. And it was outside at Wigwam Beach. And we liked the atmosphere down there, and just sort of, we need a name for the album, what the hell. These are Indian friends down on the reserve, and that's about it.
You gonna give them a copy of the EP?
Oh yeah, I think they've already got one.
Got a few, bro.
Let me tell the rest of Canada how to get a copy of Wigwam Beach, okay? It's P.O. Box 245, Place du Parc, PLACEDUPARC, Montreal, and the postal code is H2W2N8. It's on Pipeline Records, so if your local record store doesn't carry it, ask them to stock it. It's P.O. Box 245, Place du Parc, Montreal, H2W2N8. And I'd like to say thanks to Pierre Perron and David Hill from 3 O'Clock Train for dropping in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, one more cut. This is called It Must Be the Drug.
Your poor twisted heart, your poor bleeding hand, written on faces in your command. Your poor aching soul could have you pretend you're not putting out the way you're supposed to do. I just close my eyes, and it must be the drug, 'cause I can't think straight. It must be the drug. You got to set it straight. You got me winding up. I can't pretend you're here. You can't pretend I'm not. Go! I just close my eyes. It must be the drug, 'cause I can't think straight. It must be the drug. It must be the drug. It must be the drug. It must be the. It must be the drug. It must be the drug. It must be the. It must be the drug. It must be the drug. It must be the. It must be the drug. It must be the drug. It must be the.
From Wigwam Beach, 3 O'Clock Train, It Must Be the Drug. Look for the Guernica-inspired cover in your record store.